Hey guys, I'm Will from Tested.
And I'm Norm from Tested.
Norm,
we're inside a car.
There's not much car here. It's very, very small. We're in the new Smart ForTwo. It's their first electric car that's in production, and they gave us one for like an hour to drive around. And
so it's a Smart Car is a brand.
Smart Car is a brand.
Designed by Mercedes. A very small, compact car that a lot of people in San Francisco drive because parking is very difficult.
Yeah, like they had these parked backed into the curb in what would normally be parallel spaces.
You mean you could
just back in against the curb, perpendicular into a parallel space. This car is as long as that car is wide.
When you're driving around for an hour, this car's fully charged right now.
It's 80% charged right now.
80% charged.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive around a bit, evaluate the car. Right now, it feels like it's 2 seats on 4 wheels.
It feels like a go-kart. It kind of, it's interesting. I think we should go for a drive.
Let's go for a drive.
Okay. Oh wait, I didn't even have to back up there. I could just turn and pull out. Bye.
What are the stats? Well, parking brake's not very good.
Turn that off. It's a 16.7 kilowatt hour battery attached to a motor that has, I think, 74 horsepower top end, which it can do for like 2 minutes to accelerate and pass people in the freeway.
74 horsepower.
Yeah, but
that is 1/3 the horsepower of my car.
But your car probably weighs 3 times as much as this car.
So this is a very light car, very small car. Doesn't need that much power in its engine. But that's nice acceleration.
It's not bad. It doesn't accelerate like a Tesla. Like you don't have the kind of blender feeling that you have. I've only driven a Tesla Roadster, not the coupe. But I know with that car, kind of if you take your foot off the gas, you immediately start decelerating, and this doesn't necessarily do that.
So is there some form of regenerative braking?
There is regenerative braking. You can see up here on these meters above me, this one tells you how fast you're charging, and this one is the total battery level. Wow. So it's equivalent to fuel gauges. And I think they rotate so you can see too.
And I can see right here the battery level. I mean, it's just a dial.
Yeah.
And it looks like a very rudimentary, cheap dial tell you the battery charge.
It is. This is an inexpensive car. That's the defining characteristic of it. It's
I mean, unlike even a Prius, which has a digital display on the dash.
Well, this has a digital display, but it's for like music and entertainment and radio.
Doesn't tell you how efficiently you're driving.
This car is about the same size as the meter-made cars in San Francisco.
The Interceptor.
Yeah, the Interceptor. It's the most inappropriately named car ever. This car, when they launched it, they sold it for $25,000. They're starting a rebate. Well, as we write this, it's tomorrow, but when you guys see this, it'll be in the past. And it's going to be, I think, $23,000 new if you do their battery replacement thing, which seems like instead of buying the battery outright, you buy the car chassis and then rent the battery.
Okay.
Which seems like, I haven't run the numbers on it yet, but it seems like from what they said to be the smart way to go, because the battery replacement will be almost as much as the car would cost by itself after 10 years or whatever.
And so you're just leasing a battery indefinitely.
Yeah, it's $80 a month, and the nice thing is you get a full warranty, and if the battery loses its ability to hold a charge or something like that, if it goes below 80% of the actual capacity, they just replace it for you.
So what is the price without the battery for just
so the price without the battery, the glider is what they call that, is I think $15,900, and then they'd knock another $2,000 off of that for the rebate plus all of the the tax incentives that you get both on a federal and state level depending on where you live.
Can you buy the car without the battery?
You can buy the car without the battery.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you had about $14,000,
yeah,
you could buy the car and save some money and rent the battery for $80
a month. And they recommend that you do that whether you are buying the car or leasing or whatever.
All right,
okay.
Punch it.
You're supposed to say chewy there. Okay, so that's pretty good acceleration.
And this is an incline.
So there's a detent at the end of the gas pedal, where when you push all the way down, you get normal acceleration, and then when you punch past that, it gives you the passing gear. Apparently, you can do that for like 2 minutes. That might be a little scary. This car feels way too small to be going this fast.
We got straight open.
Okay, time it. If
freeway.
we get a speeding ticket, you're paying. The top speed for this thing is 78 miles an hour. So
take that Ford.
It's a little squirrely.
Fiesta.
They said they're not paying for speeding tickets if we get them. Well, we've already passed the top speed.
What is the top
I'm not going
speed?
any faster. They said 80? It was 78, but it's scary as hell.
It's getting really shaky.
It's getting a little swervy.
Really swervy at above 70.
When I told my wife we were doing this, she asked, "Hey, is that thing safe to drive on the freeway?" And I said, "I'm not sure."
Pass that car.
I don't know if I want to. It's a little scary. One of the things that they did show us in the press meeting is the the roll cage for this thing. Apparently, like the entire passenger area is a steel frame all the way around, kind of like a, wow, that was a bump, roll cage on a racing car.
The Ford Fiesta's catching up.
Oh no. It's a Focus, I think, not a Fiesta.
Oh!
Yeah, we win. Oh, goddamn, it's too windy. I mean, it's just there's a little side-to-side skate that is uncomfortable and foreign to me as a driver of large cars. Okay, here we go.
There is no coat hanger safety grip on
You don't have a chicken bar? This feels like a video game in not a good way.
Not very good.
We also used 15% of the battery just then.
Really?
It went from 80 to 60.
Holy crap.
So the range on the freeway, according to the EPA, is 59 or 60 miles. On streets, surface streets, it's 74, I think, 75, somewhere in there. They said that the EPA, the way EPA measures fuel economy for electric cars, it's the same complaint I've seen from Toyota and everyone, which is that it's a little bit weird when you get on the highway. They said if you drive reasonably on the highway, you'll have.
Are you feeling like you have to tap the accelerator to maintain like 60 miles per hour?
There's definitely like a 1/3 of the way into the accelerator to maintain 60 miles per hour.
So you're never cruising with the foot completely off?
I could. I don't think this car has cruise control. I think it's an inexpensive
Well, even
car.
Without cruise control, with gas, you're continuing.
If you go downhill, it'll keep speed from what I've seen so far. But if you stop, then it won't.
Speaking of hills,
yeah, we're gonna go to Bernal.
San Francisco is a very hilly city, so I think that's a good place for us to test the lift of this car on a very steep hill. Let's find the steepest hill in San Francisco and drive up it.
The common wisdom is it's Filbert Street, which is all the way on the other side of town. That's where the recommended GPS nav thing was going to take you. We're going to go someplace else.
So we've just Googled the steepest street in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Common wisdom and the internet and Wikipedia say that it's Filbert Street, which has about a 30% grade, but that's actually not the steepest street. Steepest street in San Francisco, which is on Bradford, apparently a 41% grade.
That's pretty steep. Does that mean it's 50% straight up?
No, 90% is straight up.
Okay, so we're halfway to 90%.
Almost 45%, which is...
So left or right?
We're going to make a left, right here. Right here?
Right here? Okay.
And as of right now, the car is at 60% power.
I'm going to see if I can charge that up a little bit by going downhill. This is Tompkins.
All right, Bradford is right here.
Bradford is this one?
And it's a dead end.
Okay. That is pretty ridiculously steep. Coming down the hill, it's really steep right here. Driving. Okay,
right. That was
steep hill.
A very steep section of a hill.
Yeah.
Now I think we have to go test some parking.
Okay.
So how about a very small parallel parking spot? Not one of these angular spots.
Like, this is really easy. I can park in that all day long. Oh, here we go. This is it.
You're not going to make that space.
Can't see how close I am. I feel pretty good about that. So this is the Smart ForTwo. I think
That's 4 with no U. It's for 2 people.
For 2. So that we're 2 people.
Smart for 2.
So what if you have 3 people?
You know what?
Not smart?
Not smart, and not enough space back there.
Yeah, we'll show you the trunk when we get out. We've been in the car for about, what, 40 minutes now, Norm? What do you think?
Not a car I would necessarily buy.
It's not for you.
It feels like a toy.
It feels a little go-karty.
And I was a little shocked that driving 10 minutes on the freeway could drain the battery 25%. At max speed.
I would say 15%. We went from 70,
85,
60-ish.
85 to 60.
I don't ever want to go that fast in a car this size again.
No.
I mean, unless it's maybe designed for speed. That was a little bit hinky. But if you're just driving around town, I could totally see getting a car like this, and it's super cheap. I think they with the new lease stuff that they announced, they said it was $139, including the battery option for a 3-year lease with like $2,000. So if you are into leasing cars, then there you go.
It's a commuter car.
It is purely for people who are driving to and from work, I think. Yeah.
I bet I could fit in there.
Norman Chan, get in the back of the car.
Nope. It's too small for me.
I can totally fit in there.
There's no way I could fit in here. Maybe.
Yeah, watch your fingers.
Oh my God, that's painful.
Okay.
Nope.
You're good.
That's not gonna work.
Ah, Chan. So that's the Smart Car ForTwo.
It's
ForTwo.
It's electric.
It's electric. We'll see you guys next time. There's a place to get churros around here.
I would say probably the Mission.
You could probably totally eat a churro right now.